The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The unexamined life is not worth living. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. Wonder is the beginning of wisdom. To find yourself, think for yourself. Education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. By all means marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. He who is not contented with what he has would not be contented with what he would like to have. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when you are in, continue firm and constant. Sometimes you put walls up not to keep people out, but to see who cares enough to break them down. No man has the right to be an amateur. In the matter of physical training, it is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable. The secret of happiness, you see, is not found in seeking more, but in developing the capacity to enjoy less. Let him who would move the world first move himself. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. Death may be the greatest of all human blessings. Do not do to others what angers you, if done to you by others. I am not an Athenian or a Greek, but a citizen of the world. Every action has its pleasures and its price. Prefer knowledge to wealth, for the one is transitory, the other perpetual. We cannot live better than in seeking to become better. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Understanding a question is half an answer. Life contains but two tragedies. One is not to get your heart's desire, the other is to get it. The hottest love has the coldest end. Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat. I know that I'm intelligent because I know that I know nothing. True wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. If you want to be a good saddler, saddle the worst horse, for if you can tame one, you can tame all. The beginning of wisdom is the definition of terms. One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him. The really important thing is not to live, but to live well, and to live well meant, along with more enjoyable things in life, to live according to your principles. The easiest and noblest way is not to be crushing others, but to be improving yourselves. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. Those who are hardest to love need it the most. In all of us, even in good men, there is a lawless wild beast nature, which peers out in sleep. If all our misfortunes were laid in one common heap, whence everyone must take an equal portion, most people would be content to take their own and depart. I only know that I know nothing. The greatest blessing granted to mankind come by way of madness, which is a divine gift. Be of good cheer about death, and know this of a truth, that no evil can happen to a good man, either in life or after death. Think not those faithful who praise all thy words and actions, but those who kindly reprove thy faults. All men's souls are immortal, but the souls of the righteous are immortal and divine. The highest realms of thought are impossible to reach without first attaining an understanding of compassion. The mind is everything, what you think you become. To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. Virtue does not come from wealth, but wealth, and every other good thing which men have comes from virtue. He who is unable to live in society, or who has no need because he is sufficient for himself, must be either a beast or a god. There is no solution, seek it lovingly. The only thing I know is that I know nothing, and I am quite sure that I know that. It is better to change an opinion than to persist in a wrong one.